Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's late. I've got a lot to get through. It is Thursday the 18th of July. We've got new mods, we've got some updates. The updates are the Fiat Agri Series 90 by EdoMod and CR82, the Class Trion 700 by Jeff D25, the John Deere 9R Series 2012-2014 by SB Farms, Teagle Titan 17 by SoSi-Modding. The next two are updates, but they are new to console. I'm going to show those. The Namyslo Sharp 600 and the Namyslo Marracell 300 by JMZ. We have got the Rolmeco U436SH by JMZ, and then also updated but new to console, the Osdokan Rotocult Pack by KRKZ-modding and Osdokan Agricultural Machinery. We've got the Prinoth Raptor Pack by HR Forst and Fazooigbau, the Polish Corn Dryer Add-on by JMZ VNSFDG2 Shardy, and then the Bale Storage Packet by Mad Dog Design. They have all had updates. So this is the GDR Supermarket by Hellraiser, 12.46 megabytes download, 15 slots each and 10,000 each. I was lucky enough to meet Hellraiser at FarmCon. Really nice guy. Had a great chat to him. Had a photo taken with him. Brilliant. It's nice to put names to faces to names, should I say, especially when you're doing mod reviews on stuff quite a lot. What this is, we've got a sell point, and then we've got a sell point that runs more like a shop. It has a production to it, so you put your products in there and then you click on them active and they will sell gradually over time like products would out of a shop. That's how these work. Under build mode, under sell points is where you'll find them. So the first one there, 10 grand, that's the standard sell point. Supermarket 1, then Supermarket 2, you can see on the right hand side it's got a double layer. That's because you're putting the products in, then technically the products out will sell over time. Again, 10 grand. Slot counts on both come down to 1. No colour options on them. So what I will do, I'm just going to speed up time so you'll see what will happen is the shutters open, you can see inside the shop. You can't go into the shop. Actually, what I'll do with the first one, let's just put something in and show you. We'll get paid immediately for it. There we go. There's our harvest income. See if I can pick both these up together. We've got eggs and bread. People always ask, CSZ Pack by DD Mod Passion, the big bag handler. Oh, my go-to mod of all time. Eggs are taking a little bit longer. So, what I'll do at this point, let's speed up time. It's 8:30. We should see the shutters come up. There we go. So, shutters come up at 8:30. You can see inside the shop. Unfortunately, you can't go into the shop. I know there's an Omatana one that does this, and you can go into the shop, and when you put stuff in, stuff appears on the shelves. It's a little bit difficult to tell. It looks to me like it's set, I think, because they both look the same inside. But anyway, that's what that is. The GDR Supermarket by Hellraiser. I nearly forgot to show it. Sorry. Sell point. And this one being, as it's under a production, if we click on that, all the items we put in, as you can see, the bread and eggs are in here. If I go to bread and then I go to eggs, that will gradually over time sell and I will get my money over time. I meant to show this this menu, this option. So there are various different things we can put in here that you can then switch on, and then once they run out it will show as missing items. You just switch those off again. So the difference between the two, as I've already said, immediate sale, gradual sale over time. Next we've got, so we haven't got the real electrical generators, the German Village Fire Department. This is by nrxEcki, SoSi-Modding, 29.23 megabytes download, 34 slots, 130,000 to buy. Under build mode and tools is where you'll find it. Just there, slot count comes down to 2. Just want to double check something on this. Yeah, there's no colour option. So the colours you get on this are how they are. You can come into the main entrance just here, the foyer area. We've got changing rooms, we have facilities, Upstairs, conference room. Then we come through into passageway, washroom for equipment. There's lighting on all this as well. You can see, where are we? There you go. Turn on washroom lighting. There's lighting in the main area as well. Turn on shed lights. Out through the washroom to the warehouse, storage part of the building. There's no alarms or anything, or sirens or anything that go on. At least I haven't found anything. And then we've got our 4 doors. So if you are running the emergency service pack, or you just want to have a firehouse, you can. Nice. The German Village Fire Department by nrxEcki and SoSi-Modding. Next we have got over here the barn with Pigsty. This is by BetonowyLukasz. It is 25.6 megabytes download, 27 slots and 25,000 to buy. It will hold 15 pigs. As you can see, double door drive-through on this side. We have got a ladder and sort of storage above here. So if you want to put things above, there's no open hatch or anything to put bedding or anything down inside. And then we've got a single door this side, drive-through as well. So for storage of whatever you want to store, you can. Open and close those. Dialogue box, we have 15. We've got 6 in there at the moment. Door just there. They're very happy. We've got a light switch, as you can see. Lights on or off. Come out through there. Bedding and feed went there. And we do have external lights. See that there? And turn on or off our lights above the doors outside, and then around the back where the slurry point is, that's the same. This one you will need a manure heap if you're going to if you put straw in, as you can see. Light over the slurry point, it's a nice touch as well, which you can turn on or off outside the building. Under build mode, under animals, under pigs, that one just there. Slot count comes down to 2. Next to that though, we have got the Pigsty with manure. So that one was by BetonowyLukasz. The next one is Pigsty with manure by MISSYB. 4.72 megabytes download, 16 slots, 85,000 to buy, as you can see just there. Slot count will come down to 1 from 16. We'll hold 250 pigs. This is this one next door. This one has a colour option. Spin that around so we can see. So we can roll through various different colours for the side of the building, like so. So, this bit here that says bales, I went round and round with a trailer full of straw for bedding, and I couldn't find anywhere to take it, and even a trailer backed into here wouldn't take it. However, these are just liftables, I just put them in there because it's, as you can see, there you go. So it will take bales, they don't have to be liftable, but for your bedding, done in there. I don't know if a bale shredder might work, potentially, but it does show bales there. We come around the side, we've got our feed point here, water point as well, slurry point just there, and then it does, because it does say Pigsty with manure, it does produce its own manure, so you're not going to need a separate manure plate, manure point extension or anything like that. Now I think the lighting's automatic. Again, I'm doing the light thing. I did have a wander around, I was trying to find a light switch. Got the dialogue boxes just inside here, I meant to show you that. Why is that door not opening? Because it only opens from the other side. Handy. But yeah, I couldn't find a light switch. There is lighting, and I think this is red lighting as well when it comes on. You can see the lights above. Nothing's coming up saying circle or L3 to turn lights on. But what I will do, just hop the fence there. There we go. That'll switch there to open and close the gate for delivery or collection of said piggage. That's the barn. The Pigsty with manure by MISSYB. Next we've got the shelter with Cowshed. Let's get all the animals out of the way. It's by Kastor and D-S-Agrarservice. 6.04 megabytes download, 5 slots, 65,000 to buy. We'll hold 50. Colour option on this as well. This one doesn't have an option for bedding because it's supposed to be a temporary shelter. You've basically just taken your regular... A lot of farms do it. A lot of the real world farmers that I watch will do this. They'll take their regular barn and then between the supports they'll put in fence section or gates, whether they tie them, strap them, or whether they've got post holes in the ground, and they can extend or make smaller various different pens, whether it be for calves or whatever it might be. Water point is round there. Dialog box is just here, 450. Obviously we've got 10 in there. Feed trigger was here, no bedding. Right, showing milk. So I'm going to make the assumption that because it is a temporary shelter, that's the milk point. Although that would be weird for milk, but there's no slurry point. Under build mode, under animals, under cows. Out on the end there, slot count comes down to 1 again. Colour options on this, so if you want to change it, you've decided to give it a fresh coat of paint to spruce up the farmyard, you can. Shelter with Cowshed by Kastor, D-S-Agrarservice. Next we've got this, and I really like this. This here, I mean you immediately see and think, okay, it's a weight, but it's not just a weight. This is the Triflash weight by AgriKevolution. 0.86 megabytes download, 3 slots on console. You will find said item under weights, surprisingly. And there it is, the Triflash, 1500. The slot count of 3 comes down to 1. Options on this, we've got beacon changes, so you've got standard beacons, beacon 2, beacon 3, I went for that, beacon 4, and back again. You've got pictogram, so you can change that pictogram from that and that. And then text, which is cool. I like that as a feature. That's pretty cool. Let's stick with that. Then you've got pictogram at the top, we can change as well from that and that. And the same with that, we can change the text. So if you want a different text or the same text, you might have warning, mowing, or danger, whatever it might be. That's entirely up to you. Those are your options. You look and think, oh, okay, that's fair enough. That's quite cool. It's a weight. But this option, if I turn the lights on, look, and we go with, which one was it? I want to get it right. Not that one. Not that one. That one, look. If you go with that option, that light, you certainly don't put it in your face, but, spotlight on MrSealyp. But that's really cool. Beacons on. And you get that one flashes. Now if you've gone for the different beacons, the flash unit work, but you'll notice up the back here, that's now airborne. That starts off down there. And the great thing with this is you can then move it and you can put it wherever you want. You can put it down low at the back, you can put it on the roof. You just adjust it to where you want it on your vehicle. You can see the lights are flashing on that as well. And then go, that was for the light. Let's go that way. And you can sort of put it so it looks roughly where you might want it. You can rotate it as well. When I say that, there you go, look, if I do that, you can swing it around, so if you want it at the front, if you want it at the back. Now what you might want to do is you might want to have the weight on the back and then have that smaller one on the front facing out. That's cool. I don't know, that's one again today that's made me smile. I don't know why. It's a simple thing, but you know what they say. So I should probably turn the beacons off. That's nice. That's the Triflash weight by AgriKevolution. Next we have got this. This is the Refillable IBC Tank by Weasel. 0.71 megabytes download, 3 slots for the first one and 100 to buy. You will find it under pallets, right out there. It will take your various different liquids that you might want to put in. The great thing being, when it's been used, it doesn't disappear. Use it over and over again, hence Refillable IBC Tank. No options available, you get it just like that. And what you do is you can pick it up with whatever you want, forks, stuff like that. You take it to, whether it be a tank or a tank, it might be your cows where they're producing their milk. I think it says you have to put it within a metre. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. Yeah, you need to get close to 1 metre to the tank. So what you do, I don't know if that's 1 metre away, we're about to find out. You enter the tank, and there you go. And at the top left it will say start filling. So as long as you're close enough, you'll get the option to say start filling. Now, you can't do it from the vehicle with forks or whatever. It does say you have to enter this tank. So depending on what it's buying, this one it's water, just for the sake of showing. I did try to use it at the Buy Anything silos and I couldn't get it to work. I think because the trigger for them is high. So I raised it up, tried to get it higher and go into it. I mean, that's not to say it won't work, I couldn't get it to work. And there we go, our IBC is full. We can take it wherever, we can utilise it, use it once it's run out, and then you can fill it up with something else, whether it be diesel, whether it be whatever. That being said, I have got one set up for doing that, which I'll jump to now and I'll show you. So at our diesel location, just to show you, it'll work on multiple, enter that, it says refuel. So that now is chugging away from the refuel point. I mean, it's within the trigger, I guess. It's not a metre away from this specifically, but it is in the trigger. And that is refilling with diesel. So once that's done, let's jump in, stop that. I can take that, utilise the diesel. 2,000 litres. Does the job. That's the refillable IBC tank by Weasel. Next, we have this. This is the SP700 Spreader. This is by AgriDesignModding ABP team. 0.48 megabytes download, 1 slot, 10 metre spread width, 1,600 litre capacity. There are two options of this. We've got a fertilising option and there's a salt option. If we go into our tools, we go to fertiliser spreaders. That's where the first one is. Doesn't do fertiliser and lime, just fertiliser. £2,000. Slot count comes down to, always one anyway, wasn't it? 1, and we can change the main colour of the tank to anything on that palette, as you can see. Then we come out of there. If we go down to our winter equipment and out to the end, we've got the SP700 salt spreader. Slot count was 1 anyway, same thing. We can change the colour of it for spreading salt during inclement weather. So what we should be able to do, I did put a weight, I actually picked quite a small tractor because that actually looked quite small, and then when I put it on the small tractor I thought, okay, gonna need some weight on there. There's no option to change the spread width. 10 metres. And away we go. Nice and straightforward. Solid bit of kit. I know people you don't really pay much attention to it. The tyre deformation is still staggering to me. I just think it's an amazing feature that we kind of take for granted as we move forward. That's got nothing to do with the mods, but anyway. That's the SP700 Spreader by AgriDesignModding ABP team. Next we've got the Widespan Vehicle System Cultivator Subsoiler by Dogface BDBSSB. 44.42 megabytes download. We've got 22 slots for both, 13 metres for both. One's a cultivator, one's a subsoiler. The subsoiler has a cultivating option and a ploughing option. I've got both out to double check it because I'm thinking one will plough, regular ploughing texture. The other one will work like a subsoiler, the one that says cultivator. So it will give you a ploughed state but a cultivated look. But I'm going to test it just to make sure. Now, if you have used or haven't seen it before, the Widespan Vehicle System is a separate mod which you're going to need. Obviously, it's required. That also comes with a trailer. These will go onto the trailer as well, so you can put them onto the trailer, load them on, take them out to the field, drop them off, and then attach them to your vehicular mode of transport, which is this, the Widespan Vehicle System. Very nice. We're going to start off with the cultivator, but let's have a look at them in their various different locations and see what you think. Do you agree with me? So there you go. The cultivator, 56,500. Slot count of 22. Did I say it was? Comes down to 1. Options on this. The bracket is the top section. You see the orange bits between? We can change the colour of that. For example, white. The cultivator, let's change it to green. And then the design you can see between is at the moment orange. Let's put it yellow. You can just about see that between. Those are the options on that one. Then we come out and we go to our subsoilers. Have I gone? Oh, it's that way, isn't it? What am I doing? There we go. Again, 56,500. Slot count comes down to 1. Cultivator or plough. So that's my thinking, but that's what we're going to test. Same options, change the colour of the bracket, the subsoiler unit itself, and the design colour is the bit in between, same as the previous one. So I've got this one set up first. So once in position, what I will do, let's just detach it. Puts the legs down, so you would bring your Widespan Vehicle System like you did with all the various different ones we've had. We've had the sprayer unit, we've had the harvesting unit. We had the seeding unit, didn't we? Oh, there's me. It's late. My mind is absolutely gone to moosh. Yeah, seeder, planter, sprayer, slurry spreader, the vehicle span system which had the harvester, because you can add harvesters onto it as well. It's actually becoming quite a comprehensive set of equipment, should I say. So once attached, we can unfold the cultivator, which lowers it down ever so slightly, and we lower it, don't think we need to turn it on, do we? Ah, it's not a shallow cultivator. There we go. 13 metres of cultivating goodness. If you've got stones turned on, that will probably bring up small stones. Actually, what I'm going to do, let's just whiz over here very quickly, just to double check that. There you go, small stones coming up. That's brilliant. Isn't that cool? I love this pack. Based around sort of this, the Niwa, that system. So that's the cultivator. The first one, I think, did I go plough on the first one? I think I did. We're about to find out, aren't we? So if we lower the cultivator. Oh, so that didn't have an option to unfold. Oh yeah, fold cultivator. So unfold lowers it at the first bit. Lower cultivator does that. Let's go. Ah. So that is cultivating as well. So subsoiling, I mean it's got the plough units on it. Subsoiling but with the cultivated texture. And again, because that's not a shallow cultivator, that will produce stones. I've got stones on this little bit because I used the plough texture on this map rather than actually ploughing. And then this one, maybe I set this one to ploughing. Yes, I did, because I was going to show you maybe it is the other way around. So what we'll do, change driving direction. So this should put us, he says, in position. Like I say, if you haven't seen this in operation, it's a very cool piece of kit. Yes, because this one gives us the option to create fields. So like I say, I'm assuming this one then. So that one acts like a subsoiler. Ploughed state, cultivated. Look, this should act like a plough. So if we switch to that, I can unfold it, which lowers it a little bit. If I allow create fields, unfold, there we go, then lower. Allow create fields and drop it, there we go. So that's the difference then. Under subsoilers, you've got the cultivator or the plough. That one, cultivated look, this, ploughed look. And this one also will allow you to create fields, expand fields, make your own fields, whatever you want to do, as you can see. And this will bring up larger stones. It's incredibly agile and manoeuvrable, as you can see. Very cool indeed. Nice. That's the WSVS Cultivator Subsoiler by Dogface and BDBSSB. Next, where did I put it? Just over here. While I'm walking over, we've got the Side Tipper Trans 38TC by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir. This is 5.46 megabytes download, 5 slots, and it will hold 38,000 litres. I've got 2 of them to show that it does have a rear trailer hitch. You can daisy chain them, it depends how road trains, however you want to refer to it. These do side tip, hence it's a side tipper. Nicely made and detailed. Under trailers. Right there, 18,500. Slot count comes down to 1. Takes pretty much everything, as you can see. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, back again. Under Trelleborg, those 2. Under Michelin, those 2. We've got decals, stand. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the main colour to white so we can see a little bit better. So decal standard, star, lines, flag, waves, back. Let's go with waves, doesn't really matter. Main colour you've seen, anything on this palette, like so. Design colour, there's a copper on there. And then we run through various bronze fire, is quite cool. But any colour on there we can change. If you don't want it, you don't have to have the decals on at all. And then rim colour again, anything on that palette, like so. It always fascinates me when you can go to a buying thing silo and buy cotton and it puts it in like that. It's a curiosity. So if I got the rear one on tip side left, I'll go tip side right. Just to show you it tipping and selling something. Let's go up to the sell point. We do have the option on these, there's no cover option, but we can, where's it under there, we can raise and lower from the main boom, so you can get it sat level depending on what you're towing it with. There we go. Nice animation. That's cool. Almost like a skip, the way that goes, with it rolling on the pin there. And if you go the other side, it locks the pin in place that side, unlocks that side, and does the other way, which is, again, like I say, very cool. Go tip side left and unload here. Nice. So that's the side tipper trans 38TC by Rowley Christie 1 VSR modding, sir. Next, we've got this is the Gyrax Gyramax 512 by AgriDesignModding, 17.1 megabytes download, 9 slots for the main unit, which is this here, and then we have got the 512, which is the mower, which is this bit here. The 512 was 4 slots, 4.7 meters, but that's not 4.7? That can't be. And then we've got the lamiere, which is this forestry sort of attachment for cutting back branches and things like that. That's 4 slots. So, where do we find said items? It was under mulchers. So the Gyramax 512, 42,500, slot count comes down to 1. We've got a standard attacher or an extension. So standard keeps it straight, that one bends it out, just moves it out a little bit further. If you want to go for that, just gives you a bit more reach. Boom. Then the 512, which is the mower mulcher. I mean, it's used to crush crop stubble and stuff like that, but you can use it for grass as well, for mulching grass. That says 4.7 meters. That can't be, sure. Anyway, that's what it says. And then we come from there, and I think it was under forestry, is where you find the lamiere. 3,550, 60 horsepower required. I mean, runs off the unit. Slot count comes down to 1 from 4. No options, you get it just like that. So, what we'll do, now to attach these, I couldn't get it to attach unless it was unfolded. So we unfold the mulcher first, swings the arm away. That arm that swings away is just where the actual attachment rests. We've got our option on here too, in, out, and rotate. We've got that way, up and down. And then tilt of the head itself. So what we'll do, we'll come back to here. This is going to go a bit wonky, but there we go. So tilt of our head, up and down, in, out, shake it all about. Bring that down to ground level, swing it around a little bit closer, turn it on. So that'll do your mulching. So this is, we had one recently like this, didn't we? It was blue. So if you're cutting grass and stuff by the side of the road, that kind of stuff, you can simulate doing that. So it's for tidying up, mulching. Like, so you can do crops. I wouldn't want to do an entire field like this, but we turn that off. And when I fold this away with the attachment on now, that arm will put it in back into position. If I fold mulcher, that arm will come out. And it will rest on that arm, which is what that arm's for in the extended version. So that's that in its mulching capacity. And then this one, now I had struggled with this originally. The other thing I found, and this is a thing, and I never knew it was a thing, whenever I cut down trees and use them, like almost immediately. Let's unfold the mulcher. I cut down one of these, I put 2 of these trees in to cut the branches down, then I skipped ahead of time to get some weeds to grow for something else I was going to show. And when I came back, that was sitting on the ground dead. I thought, when does that happen? I don't think I've ever left a tree long enough for it to be cut down and die off like that. Because as you can see, we're not in a season where it has no leaves, but that's quite impressive. Anyway, so in this configuration, I did manage to, we've got the same options for it. We turn it on. I can, let's go like that. Let's take that a little further. I'm going to go to, well, that's not like that at all. So you can, depending on the thickness of the tree, I think you can even cut trees down, which is how I got that other one down. It is for branches, but I think it will. There we go. Then what we should be able to do, I mean, it's designed for cutting branches, hedges and stuff like that, but it depends if what you're cutting will allow you to. So we are de-limbing. So if those trees were upright by the side of the road and you decided, because we can go, let's go all the way out. And we can rotate that around a bit further. Actually, keep it that way. So like that, swing it back a little bit. So if you were going along the side of the road, trimming hedges, fences, not fences, you know what I mean, but cutting the brush and stuff down by them, you can. Oh, that's interesting. There's actually no... I wonder why. Fold that away. That's the Gyrax Gyramax 512 by AgriDesignModding. That's a bit scary. That folds away and still keeps running. We've got this next. This is the swap body with tail lift by... So this is MISSYB. 6.62 megabytes download, 5 slots on console. This is very cool. This works with the Volvo DLC. You need it in the 8x4 like this, so the lonk one. So that's the first proviso on this. If we hook up, no, it puts the arms away, and we have got the option here on L1 of adjusting how close that is. So depending on whether you've got the fairings on or not, you can bring it in closer. But with the fairings on, you can take it out just a little bit further so it goes out just past the fairings. Now we have got the option on this to open cover. So if you want to load normally, you can. Like so. Straps inside, very nice. Close that up. So what I've done now, I've opened the tail lift and the rear doors, so it automatically closes the side. Tail lift comes down, opens the rear doors. If I go, once that's done, R1 and right stick up and down, so I can adjust that tail lift just to the ground where I want it. I can bring the tail lift all the way up to where it needs to be. Now, I've tried various different in-game forklifts. It won't work with them because the forklifts are too tall and some of them are too wide. This is unfortunately, it doesn't come with it in the pack. It's designed to work with those pallet trucks. They're not all particularly great, the modded pallet trucks. It doesn't say required mods, but the picture shows it, because the forklifts, whilst a couple of them will fit on here, the Jungheinrich will, the boom of the Jungheinrich sticks higher than that distance, so you can't actually use it. So you need kind of pallet forks, or maybe a little skid loader or something like that. It does have a rear trailer hitch as well, which is pretty cool. What is very cool as well, if I press enter vehicle here, you can operate it as if you're operating it from the side, so I can still do all of the same options. I can raise and lower the tail lift, so you can simulate loading or unloading from the back of the vehicle, which I think that's a really cool feature. So if I close the rear doors and lift, again, like I say, you can do it from here without knocking myself out. It will put the whole thing away. Then we can open the cover. And continue on your merry way. Or loading up, you wouldn't drive off like that. So, this you'll find. Where was this? Under miscellaneous. Just there, 35,000. Slot count comes down to 1 from 5. Options on this. Main colour is the chassis underneath. Design colour is the main bulk, like that. And then design colour does the rear section around the... I can't zoom... Oh, there you go. Around that, so let's go with green for example. So you can mix and match however you want to do it, just like so. Very nice. That's the swap body with tail lift by MISSYB. Next we've got the Lizard Caravan. Circle them wagons. Do you want to join the Caravan Club? You absolutely can. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a sleep trigger in it, which I thought would be quite cool. This is the Lizard Caravan 522 Up by WSVS, 3.76 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. You will find it also under miscellaneous. just there, 35 grand. Slot count comes down to 1. Wheel setup, standard or standard 2. And the standard rim colour, we can change the rim colour, but you can't do it on 2. We've got decal, yes or no. And then main colour, I thought I went for the beige because I think beige suits a caravan. I mean, you can go for any caravan colour you want, of course you can. And then we've got a license plate number on there as well. Like I said, there's no sleep trigger or anything like that. But once we've hooked up to it, if this thing ever actually, there we go, we can extend crane arm, which does that. And we can go inside it, like so. Like I say, there's no sleep trigger, there's no lights, there's nothing. I mean, it looks like a caravan, it's pretty cool. I just keep thinking of Ospec, the map Ospec, with all the options for sitting in various different places. What's what you need in here? Like with the Kubota DLC, the option to just sit down in here or something. I mean, I know people will be like, "Oh, it's not farming." Well, maybe not. But this may be where you start out. You have a little caravan by the side of a field, and you start contracting, and away you go. Straightforward. Lizard Caravan 522 up by WSVS Next, we've got the Lizard T series by Kohler. This is T Series 2, should I say. 27.22 megabytes download, 16 slots each. There are 2. This one requires other mods by Kohler because this is a rigid back, and you can attach various different backs and things that don't come with this mod pack. But there are a whole load. Let me just click on the link for Kohler. There's the 608. There's the HPN series Brazil. So there's various different backs and stuff by Kohler. I don't know if any of other, because there's a few other South American modders that do this style of thing, whether there'll be others that go with this. But anyway, you'll find it under vehicles, under trucks, the T112 and the T112 rigid. So like I say, that one there, you've got it in the 6x2 or 6x2 short, and then all the other options on this are exactly the same as the other one we're going to have a look at. But that one will be used for various different things. It doesn't have a fifth wheel on it. It is for extra backs, but the T112 is what we're going to look at. Slot counts, what did I say these were? I've lost it on my list. 16 each come down to 1, as you can see. So options then, we've got 305 horsepower, 333, 363, 375, 388, 410. Let me go back again. So under 410 horsepower, we'll go with that. We've got a 4x2 and a 6x2. So it depends what you're looking for. If you go with the 6x2, we get an option later on for, where is it? Pneumatic, yes or no. That will raise that rear axle, so you've got the option to raise and lower the axle if you go for the 6x2. If you go for the 4x2, you don't get that option. We'll leave it on the 6x2, why not? So wheel setup, we've got standard, iron rims, black front wheel, back to standard. I think I went black front wheel. Strip, standard, and we've got various different colour options we go through. So we've got brown with intercooler red, red intercooler gold with intercooler silver intercooler, green intercooler blue, you've guessed it. Then we've got burgundy. Then we go on to strips, blue, yellow, grey, orange, special edition grey band, back to standard. So whatever you want to go for on that is up to you. Fuel tank, this is the bands round it. So you've got grey with black strap, grey with chrome strap, grey with colour of the vehicle strap. Then we change tank colour and we run through a load of different tank options. As you can see, black, chrome, coloured with the various different strap colour combinations, back to standard. Bumper iron or fibre, like so. Air filter, standard. So this is the airflow. Airfoil or full airfoil complete. I went one with, one without. Front hubcaps, we go through various different designs, up to 4 and then back again. Rear hubcaps, we go through some various different designs and then back off again. We've got exhaust 1, then we go through exhaust options. So this is the left hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 switches sides, 6, 7, 8, then we go 9, which puts out that side, 10 puts out that side, and then back to 1 again. Antennas, we go front then rear, so we've got left, right, both, then rear, both. I think I went with those actually. Then off again. Pneumatic, we've seen that already. Fenders, we go for the various different options. Open, then closed, as you can see. Main colour, anything on this palette at all. Don't know why I went for that, but there we go. Chassis colour, any one of those. Hub colour, does the inner bit there, and the inner hubs on the back, depending on what you've gone for. And then rim colour, if you want to go for a silver, depends if you've gone for the black cap on the front or not, or a coloured option again if you want. And license plate option there too. So we're going to jump into one of them, it doesn't really matter. Oh, actually, if I show you this one first. If you've gone for the pneumatic option, we can lower the axis. The engine's quite loud, so you can't quite hear the horn, but there's no doors or windows, but we've got mirrors. I have already adjusted those for the perfect position. So we've got a mirror adjustment, side to side. Interior. Lights. 80 miles an hour. It's top speed. I have got it lowered at the front as well because we do have the option for open crane tool. So, truck racing, standard road use. Very nice indeed. The Lizard T Series 2 by Kohler. See our little antenna whipping away at the back there. Next, we've got all of these. We've got the Amazon FTUF pack by Melody. We've got the Amazon UX5200 by Melody and JMZ. Then the Amazon Pantera 45 or 4502 by JMZ. So 12 points. Let's go with this. So that's the tanks, the first ones. That's 12.03 megabytes download. Front tank is 2 slots. Rear tank is 11 slots. That's 19.29 megabytes download. That's the UX5200, 20 slots. Then we've got the Pantera. We've got the Pantera, 23.91 megabytes download, 21 slots. As you can see, the kind of matching set on the thumbnail. This does have a rear trailer hitch as well, so you can take out more herbicide liquid fertilizer with you if you want to. I actually hooked that to the back of it to bring it out. Which was quite handy if you're trying to get multiple units out to the field. I love that stance. It's got a chunky wheel option, and you can open the wheel track and stuff as well. Let's have a look at it all anyway, because I'm going to run out of time. There's a lot of mods again today, so it's trying to get them all done. So we want to go to our sprayers. So there we go. Front tank, 1,125 litres. Options on that, we've just got license plate. The UF on the back. Options on this. We've got 15 metre spread width, 18 metre, 21 metre, or back again. So you don't go full 21, then you adjust. You can have a 15, 18, or a 21 boom. It's up to you. Water tanks, you can add a water tank on, yes or no. And then configuration, we've got a slightly larger capacity, so 1,050 or 1,350 litre capacity on that, which is cool. The UX5200, 75,000, stock count comes down to 1. Liquid fertiliser and herbicide, again with this, 21 metres, 24 metres, 27, 30, 36, or 40. Boom width. We've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin or Continental. Mitas, Trelleborg back again. So on the Trelleborg, narrow tyre option standard. Michelin, narrow tyre and standard. Continental like that. Mitas like that. Back again. Design 1 or 2, so it changes the bits that are orange and green to grey. And license plate option on there as well. That's that. We go to our vehicles and we go to our crop protection. Out there, the Pantera 4502, 275,000, 218 horsepower. Options 21, 24, 27, 30, 36 and 40. Boom width. Trelleborg, Michelin, Vredestein, back again. And a Trelleborg, standard, narrow and the wide. That's what I went for. I mean, you would probably go for narrows if you're spraying after crops are in the ground. Michelin, just that, no options. Vredestein, just that, no options. And back. Lights, standard, this on the back. We've got standard, or we've got Amazon, and we've got Amazon LED, which I went for because I thought it looked quite cool. Something a bit different. Interior setup, we've got beige strips in the seats, or grey. Then we've got display settings, we've got the Amatron 3, the CCI 200, or the AmaPad. I think I went AmaPad. Attachers, yes or no, so let's say you can have a rear attacher as well if you want to. Very handy to have. Design colour, this does the bottom section, grey, light blue or dark blue. Then license plate option on there as well. So you probably, I guess once you've seen one, you've seen them all, but when you attach these up, as you can see, because they are part of the same pack, it will put the pipe work from front to rear. So if I detach the front tank, it goes away, attach it, and it puts the pipe work, which is what you would expect. Unfold. Now once you are in the configurations, you then have the option here to change the width, so whichever one you've gone for, you can then change the width within this. I think this does say it works with precision farming. It has a shut-off, selective nozzle control, but that does require precision farming. So you can adjust the nozzles, but if you're running precision farming, especially if you're doing spot application for herbicide as well, once we've got it open, we can change our working width like so, and we should have the option to raise and lower the boom. It says, oh there we go. You can raise and lower the boom, so if you want to go for a bit more immersive for whatever crop you're going, we turn it on, goes from the centre out, then turn it off, centre out. It does the job it's intended to do. Looks very cool, nice animations, really nice tidy mod. When you come to fill up the rear tank, we do have a lower additional tank, there we go, that's the front. Open cover, so we open the cover. That's cool, look at that. Very cool. No, leave that one on, drop that one off. I was curious to see whether, when we hook this up, it will put a pipe to the back. No, I thought it might, but I mean, I've got different things in here, to be fair. I think I went with a 40 on this one. This does have an option as well. Is this option for open cover? Well, it did, the cover's at the front there. So opens on the top, but opens on the side there. Again, really nice animations with the right. I'll just do it around to the light so you can see it. All the various different levers, switches, everything moves as it should do. I love the fact the panel covers there. When you open it, it swings round so you've got access to everything. Nice. And then, obviously, much larger proposition. That is doing herbicide at the moment. Obviously, I haven't got any weeds, but. And we do have the option, whoa, to raise and lower the boom, like so. Whoa, that does not like that. I think you have to allow that to slow down rather than brake. That's putting a lot of weight over that rear section. This is not a small tractor either. So that's the FTUF pack and the UX 5200. And then next we've got the Pantera. Hop in, start it up. So we have got the option to adjust our work track width to adjust to whatever rows you've got. Like I say, if you're running narrow, I just think it looks very cool like that. I think did I go with a smaller boom on this? I might have gone for a smaller boom width on this. We did have on the other one the option to change work width. I didn't show it, but yeah, I went for a narrower boom on this one. Beacons, lights, horn, interior. Not a bad office for the day, is it? Not bad at all. Raise and lower of the boom again. Change our work width. So we'll run it like that. Just that section. I mean, I say I kind of shouldn't, but take it for granted that people know. But if you're new to the game, you might not have ever seen anything like this, so you might be wondering what I'm talking about. So you can change the spread width on the boom if you've only got a small strip to go. If you're doing precision farming, which is a whole nother animal, generally speaking, it will only spray over, it will automatically adjust, so it won't spray over stuff that's already been sprayed before. This is a nice compact unit, this, the Pantera. There we go. So, the Amazon Pantera 4502 by JMZ. We're not done with JMZ yet, because remember I said right at the start, we had some mods today that were updates, but they were new to console as part of that update, and two of those are the Namyslo. So we've got the Namyslo Sharp 600 and the Namyslo Marracell 300, both by JMZ. The 600 is 8.55 megabytes download, 5 slots, 6 meters. The Marracell 300, which is just there, is 6.97 megabytes download, 6 slots and 3 meters. Cultivators, as you can see, and we're going to check to see what kind of cultivatorage they do. Just there, the Sharp 600, 14,900, slot count comes down to 1, 130 horsepower required, and then the Marracell 300, 150 horsepower required, slot count comes down to 1, 3 meters wide. Options on this is to do with the rear rollers. We've got that option or that option. Lights, yes or no. Track eradicators, yes or no. Those are the options on that. The Marracell 300, we've got lights, yes or no. And then we've got wing shares, yes or no. So if you rather have chisels or the sort of wing shares, duck feet, however you want to refer to them, like that, those are the options. So let's hook it up. I love the movement on this. It's very cool. These are the JMZ stuff. There's so many mods. It's fantastic. The options, the detail, the swing, everything on it. But then we've got the option on this as well to, again, more for that immersion thing, raise and lower that section. Do we have anything else on that? No, that's the rear window. I think it was just that. Let's drop it down. So I'm not sure whether it's a shallow cultivator or not. There you go. Shallow cultivator, 6 meters wide. The Sharp 600 by JMZ. We've got lights on there as well, and indicators. Oh, I didn't show the... How remiss of me. Just bear with me 1 second. I didn't show the lights or indicators, so I went for that light package, you know, the LEDs. Look at that! That's cool! I meant to show it, sorry. So next, the Marracell 300. As I said, 6.97 megabytes, also by JMZ. This one we've got the option to start the engine. We can raise and lower that rear section like that. Then side to side we can raise and lower that section like that. Really nice animations. I think that was it. I think that was it. Like it's nothing. This one is not a shallow cultivator, as you can see, 3 meters wide. This should, on a section, or if you've got stones turned on, this should pull up stones. There you go. So you can get various different adjustment for adding that little bit more immersion. Like that. Very nice indeed. That's the Namyslo Marracell 300 by JMZ, which brings on to the last of the mods for today. We've got this. This is the Osdokan Rotocool pack by KRKZ-modding and Osdokan Agricultural Machinery, 26.22 megabytes download, 15 slots, 6.2 meters. You might notice it's a different day. I turned weeds on and I went ahead. I was waiting for a better day, but I thought if I do that the weeds might grow too big. So at the moment we've got weeds small. It says herbicide, small weeds. I don't know. This is why weeds the bane of my life. We'll see if it works. Normally I would just show a weeder and show it opening and closing and running across the ground, but hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully we'll get some weeds taken out of the ground with this. You will find it in that said category. Just there. 12 grand, slot count comes down to 1, 85 horsepower required. We've got design traffic kit, yes or no. Main colour, we'll put red on those sections if you want it, or black. Actually I preferred it with red, I thought it was like quite good. Then design colour, you see we've got the mesh, the grill over there. You can have it standard or design 1, which puts some metallic sort of mesh on there. And on the brackets you can see on the arms as we go up, they change as well. So, let's see, shall we? Let's see if my feeling for weeds is any different. Please go away. Nothing. So send it on? No. Let me check on the map. This is why I don't like doing weeds. What does that say? They can pull out small grown weeds between crops, improving the field state. Oh, I suppose, okay, so I've got weeds growing, but this isn't the first growth stage of the crop, although it's the first growth stage of the weeds. It's a weeder, that's what it does. If you're in the correct growth stage on your crops for weeds, it will remove them. That's the Osdokan Rotocool Pack by KRKZ-modding and Osdokan Agricultural Machinery, and that is the last of the mods for today. We've got a map. Oh, that reminds me. Yes, we've got a map as well. Agro Sul Rice by AgriKevolution. I'll get onto that. I'm not sure when. This isn't going to post till tomorrow, Friday morning. So apologies for that if you're watching this Friday and not Thursday night. Just I've run out of time. Anyway, I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.